You ever go to the gym and see these people on the treadmill and the bike, and you see them week after week and no weight loss? Over a period of years, you don't see much change. So today we're going to talk about the bigger benefits of exercise that has nothing to do with weight loss. The amount of results or influence that exercise has on your weight is a lot smaller than you think. At the very most, it's only 15%, okay? So it's not too much. 85% of weight loss has to do with what you eat, okay, and the frequency of eating. So we're going to talk about the bigger benefits of exercise, okay? The first one, and this is the big one, is that it prevents the loss of muscle mass. And I'm talking about regular exercise, specifically for people that are getting older, okay? There's a normal condition. It's called sarcopenia. It comes from the word sarco, which means flesh, and penia, which means poverty. It's the poverty of the flesh. You're actually losing muscle mass each year. So an average person will lose 0.5% to 1% of muscle mass after the age of 50. So that can actually add up over the years. And this is why you may notice a loss of muscle mass, especially when you get into premenopause or menopause. You're seeing atrophy, which is a loss of muscle mass, and that has to do with aging. It's a normal thing, and it happens to everyone, but there are some things you can do to slow it down. Regular exercise, and that gives a person something called the hormetic effect, which is a mild stress to induce a greater benefit. So when you actually stress your body out through exercise, it actually compensates, rejuvenates, repairs, and recovers, and it becomes stronger. And then the second thing is protein, dietary protein. If you're not consuming enough protein, and if you're not absorbing enough protein, and it's not turning into body tissue, that's another big problem. Now, I put a very important video that I just released on this one topic that will talk about how to slow this process down by just consuming the right amount of protein, okay? Now let's get back to the list here. So number one, prevents the loss of muscle mass. Number two, it builds up your antioxidant reserve network. There's two types of antioxidants, which basically prevent free radical damage, which causes destruction in the body. One group would be from your diet. Okay, so you're eating vegetables and things like that, especially cruciferous vegetables, you're getting all these antioxidants. But your body actually makes antioxidants. Glutathione, something called SOD or superoxide dismutase, and there's many, many more. These antioxidants help to prevent free radical damage. And it just so happens that exercise will build up this network, okay, which will help minimize the damage that occurs in the body. And it's also involved in the repair mechanism in the DNA. Number three, stabilizes blood sugars, okay? Now, if you're new to keto or intermittent fasting, there's something called the dawn phenomena, which is a transitional phase. And what happens in the morning is your blood sugars are higher than they should be. Yet you ate no carbohydrate. It's because your body's making more glucose. It's used to making this glucose, and you're getting rid of insulin resistance. So you have this extra blood sugar sitting there. Exercise is the thing to do to burn it up, to get it out of the system. But it will help you stabilize blood sugars. Okay, number four, increase oxygen, which helps a lot of different conditions. It will also give you more energy. Number five, decreases stress because you're increasing oxygen and you're increasing lymph flow and blood flow and circulation throughout the body. I personally know if I don't exercise for several days, my body feels more stress. And then this is going to interfere with sleep. So number six, exercise enhances the quality of sleep. Some people do better if they're doing a type of exercise where it's low intensity, long walks, okay, maybe in nature or something like that. Other people sleep better if they do more of an intense workout, high intensity interval training. So it really depends on your recovery and what you're able to handle. One thing I noticed with certain people with poor recovery is that if they exercise too much and spike their pulse rate, the pulse rate, especially if they exercise later at night, the pulse rate doesn't come down, and that'll stop their sleep. So it really depends on what type of exercise you're doing right here. Number 7, increase flexibility, because you're getting blood flow, you're using your body, you're using your joints. I mean, you know the concept. If you don't use it, you lose it. But cardiovascular function can be greatly improved by exercise. This is another hormetic effect. You're adding stress to make the heart stronger, make the valves close better, stimulate the neurology or the pacemaker of the heart. Next one is enhance cognitive function and mood. Because you're pushing all this blood flow and oxygen and nutrients through the brain, you're going to improve the function of the brain. Very, very important. So I hope I convinced you and gave you enough reasons why you need to start exercising. And I'm talking about a regular exercise routine. Find something that you like to do. Maybe get a personal trainer, because a personal trainer can push you way further than you can push yourself. All right, thanks for watching. Hey, if you're liking this content, please subscribe now, and I will actually keep you updated on future videos.